these laws have been in place in order to make us lawbreakers. So they want us to go and trespass into spaces. They want us to, quote unquote, illegal harvest cultural resources that they're protecting on federal land or properties. And yeah, these are spaces to educate. But unfortunately, me personally, I'm a gatherer, and the earth tells me when it's time to gather. And I never knew what a gathering permit was. What the heck is that? The creator tells me, and that's it. So now I understood, because apparently when I gather my shells, and in certain times of year that we gather shells, I got the opportunity to sell my collection in the Carmel Mission gift shop. And one of the tribal liaisons that works in state parks told me, do you have a gathering permit to get those shells? Because you're not supposed to sell them. And I'm like, well, I'm selling a reinterpretation of my art and a representation of my culture. I'm not necessarily selling relics, or selling live specimens. So I didn't understand that. And she said, oh, well, you should just apply for a gathering permit. So I got this paper from state parks, and it was so hilarious because it asks the most randomest questions. Like, first they want to know the location, the locality of where you're going to gather. Then they want to know the locality within that in which you're going to gather. Then they want to know quantity. They would like to know how you're going to gather. And then they would like for you to show them what you're gathering. And to me, that's a whole bunch of BS. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Okay, so I thought about, I have to play devil's advocate, right? They want me to fill out a gathering permit. They want to know all these specific questions. Well, let me answer it to the best of my ability. So the first thing I said was, when it said, where would you like to gather? I said within Rumsen speaking territory, because that's broad. That could be anywhere. That's anywhere where I would like to gather in Rumsen speaking territory, right? Then it's the location in which you would like to gather, the locality. And I say, were cultural resources available? Because I'm not going to gather anywhere else. Where else am I going to gather, right? Then it says, how are you going to gather? How are you going to gather? And I said, with respect to the Mother Earth, and to instill these cultural resources for the next 7 generations to come. And I also said, and with permission of the local plant life and animal species, right? Because that's more important to me. That was way more important to me than anything else these people are doing. And as far as quantity, I put enough to not disturb the other inhabitants. I mean, duh, what do you mean? And so I feel like I got creative, and I felt like I was on Family Feud, where they're like, good answer, right? Like, because you got to play the field, I feel. And I think there's a way to do it with class. I don't want to be raging war on people. But I want them to also understand how ridiculous they're being, and what restraints they're putting on us that are really dumb. Like, are you really listening to yourself? Are you really wanting to give a gathering permit to an Indigenous woman? Like, I don't understand. And why would it not just be like, duh, here you go. Here's your certification. Like, there should be no questions asked. As long as you know your identity, like, coffee is coffee, no matter how much cream you put in it. And so I feel like, that being said, that should come with a lot of other things. And unfortunately, we have to fight for all of those other things. And if you are part of a reservation, you are definitely like now fighting for yourself and your own res. And when you're outside of that reservation, you are just fighting to exist. And I feel like that is like very hard. And I always envied the reservation life, because I'm like, oh, those people get to live on their life. But then after you're cut off from things the government can provide for you, like convenience stores and gasoline and water and all of these things that you as a tribe now have to come up with, it becomes very heavy on your shoulders. And so I don't envy you, but I do envy you, because I do want to be in those spaces, and I want to have those problems, because I'm tired of having these opposite problems, but everyone struggles in their own kind of way.